We're solid. We're totally so. Oh hell yeah, we're golden right now. We are absolutely golden right now. Hi, welcome, hello. Now you guys go. Ree, can
Hello.
we? Yes, we have people.
Wait.
Okay, sorry about that. Welcome to the Hobbz Takeover. In true Hobbz fashion, technical difficulties, but we're good. We're live. We're solid. All right, but welcome to the Hobbz Takeover. XDelicious will be joining us here a little bit later on tonight. But to start, we have we have ZardiumS, we have WilhelmRock with us all. Thank you guys so much for coming in and bearing with me through the beginning there. Appreciate it. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing a little bit about community involvement, getting to know you guys a little bit better. And Zardium, I want to start off with you here tonight. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been streaming? And what kind of interested you in streaming and what brought you into it?
So my name is ZardiumS, and I live in Asia, which is like 8 a.m. over here. So, so that's why it's kind of bright in our place. And also, I started streaming since January of 2020. So that was a year ago and a half. So how I started streaming? Well, basically, I had started to watch a lot of streaming sites before, especially on Twitch, like those popular streamers, but I can't mention most of them. And I wanted to bring the, the happiness and the content to my community. So because of that actual experience that I've seen by other streamers that I had watched before. So and actually that I had an actual gaming community in the past where I was kind of well known. It was called QuizUp. It was an online mobile game where it was focusing mostly on quiz and grinding a lot of XP. So basically, it's like an arcade version of getting a lot of high scores by taking the quiz, and you can see the leaderboards and stuff. So I already had a gaming community before I started my stream, so I wanted to initiate that plan that I can make a stream that could cater with with that situation. So when I started my streaming on January of 2020, I started to conduct interviews with the famous players or well-known players within that community I mentioned, which is called QuizUp. And I have several clips in my YouTube channel that conducted those interviews. I don't know how many interviews I had calculated during that time, but it was a lot because it was starting from either February or January of 2020 until um, early of 2020. Because the sad thing is that the quiz up game got shut down. So basically, you can't play the game anymore.
Oh
So
no.
it's true. It was shut down because I don't know much about the reason, but it has to do with the most likely might be the business reasons. So I can explain that. But so what I did was that I tried to invite the people that I know from that community towards my Discord server because like what else do we have to make communication, right? Discord. So Discord is the only way to survive to talk to these people before the shutdown happens. But nonetheless, I already have the Discord community a year ago, but it's just that during the announcement of a combination of 2 months, since it was shut down on early of 2021, so it was announced 2 months before the shutdown happened. So what I did was trying to communicate with many players from the community I was in. So we, I think we had around 200 or 300 people were invited to the Discord community because of that as a combination of 2 months. But right now we have like 800 members already in the in the Discord.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So, and it's really cool and it's really unique because I always like hearing how people get started. You know, some people say, "Hey, I just started and over the years I've built a community." Or I used to play this game and then people wanted to watch me play it. But but for you, it sounds like you already had this, massive following on that quiz game and then said, "You know what? Why don't we start broadcasting it?" And then, it gets shut down. You're already streaming. How did you kind of, make that transition? Like what was probably the most challenging part about that? Going from what was comfortable to something that you had to basically transition to something completely different.
So actually, I already had thought that the game was shut down because I didn't expect that the game would be supported by the developer at that time. So I had the decision plan, which I already played several games such as Rocket League, CS:GO,
Good
Fall
call on the
Guys.
Rocket League. Really good call on the Rocket League.
Yes, I love Rocket League. I played it since 2016, and you know what? I love the content there, especially when you play with your car to the goalpost. That's what they want.
Yep. I
And
fancy myself really good in my mind, but my hands haven't caught up yet. That's my only problem. My hands can't figure it out. But I love the game.
do you use controller or the keyboard?
Oh,
For
controller. I would have no chance. Wait, do you play mouse and keyboard?
no, I don't. I
Okay.
use PS4.
I know some people like XDelicious. He plays it on mouse and keyboard and somehow keeps up with us. And I hats off to him. I don't know how he does it, but it's incredible. So basically, yeah, you had other games, and that's actually really smart though that you kind of saw what was coming, and hey, the devs aren't keeping up with it, so pushing that forward and really moving your community forward with that. That's actually really awesome. Now, for you, what do you find to be like the most rewarding thing coming from a community and a game without streaming to now streaming and building a community? What's been the most rewarding part of that for you?
Uh, the most rewarding part is the sense of the community, cause like you know that the people who are in the community are supportive to you and towards each other, which is what I was really happy at the time. I think several months ago I realized that after the shutdown happened because of course there's no other communication other than Discord. So um our community was getting much active than a year ago, but it was already active a year ago, but it's just that it's semi-active or something. It's not like the consistency. I mean, sorry, something the consistency isn't that much uh, a, an actual thing at the time. But right now, our company is really active as something they just touch chat on the message there. Others they just go on voice chat, even 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
They just go on voice.
Yeah, and I've
So it.
noticed that with some of those larger communities. Like you said, you have almost 800 now in the
Mhm.
Discord. Like those larger Discord communities, you'll see people, hanging out and playing games with each other in the voice chats at all hours of the night. And that's one of those really unique things that coming over to the PC world, I got mine about 6 months ago, and seeing that interactivity in the communities and seeing just having a place for everyone to hang out and just meet each other and play it's really incredible. It's been a lot of fun to see that side of things. So
Yes, and
yeah,
that's
go ahead.
true. So I mean, we also conducted events like Among Us events when we hosted, let's say, a Twitch community. Let's say my Twitch community versus another Twitch community with 5 members each. So let's say I invited 4 people, including me, to play against 5 people from another community just to play
Ooh.
Among Us, and then we
Ooh.
have to score them like I think from 7 rounds, cause or maybe like 2 hours of duration of the time or something 3 hours, I don't know, but we had this sort of activities from our community. Aside from that, we also hosted singing contests. We also hosted giveaways like um from the bots. There's Discord bots. We recently like had giveaways from our members. they were the ones who was willing to donate to the giveaway. So I was really happy that they're the ones who's doing it by themselves. I didn't ask them, but they wanted to do that for the community. So I appreciate it. And what else did I have to explain? Um, we also have like the um like birthday party celebration because my I had a birthday party at the time and we hosted on my server including my best friend because my best friend also had the same birthday as mine, which is kind of ironic. So I was thinking why not make a birthday party for both of us to the community. So
Nice. See, and
I think we
that's
had.
one of those, unique unique opportunities I think that it presents, to us as the streamers with these communities is being able to blend these communities, do like community interaction nights where you're blending multiple communities, doing these events, hosting birthday parties. Recently we had a member of kind of a joint of probably about three or four different communities. He was an active member in a few different communities. He actually went and deployed, and all the communities came together, sent him some care packages while he was deployed. And so being able to do things like, taking care of our community members, doing those events, birthday parties, like that's I 100% agree with you. Like that's super rewarding. That makes what we do all worth it, in my opinion. Like it really does. So obviously you said, you're streaming out of Asia.
Mhm.
What would be the biggest struggles that you've come into since started streaming?
Good question. First of all, the time zones, because my audience are usually from Europe and North America. So
Mhm.
I had to wake up around 12 a.m. in my time. That was last year, like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. just to entertain the people that I know from Europe or United States. Yes.
Man,
So I hope that I have my, our region's, what can I say, the community for Twitch. But at the time, I didn't have much audience from Asia. And I already said before that most of my friends are from that community, and it just happened that I knew them from the different continents, from not from Asia. So I
yeah,
had to do the other choice, but to stream during those times that they felt comfortable with. hmm
that's
And
amazing. And I mean, right now, like, what time is it for you right now?
18 a.m. So
8 in the morning.
I slept like three. No, sorry. I woke up around 3 a.m. because I don't know how that happens because I slept around 9 p.m. here. Cause yeah, I felt really sleepy. You can't control your tiredness, so you had to go to sleep.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah,
See, and that's another thing that still to this day just baffles my mind with what we do for work is, it's 8 p.m. here. X is, just after 5 p.m. Re is, burning the midnight oil. It's what, 1, 2 in the morning over there?
A half
Yeah,
one.
yeah, half one over there, and you're over here, interviews over breakfast. It's a really unique environment that we, are very fortunate to be able to work in. Give me just a second, guys. Looks like Wilhelm has gotten back here, so let me go ahead and get him back in and fix these cameras up real quick. While I'm fixing that, so we talked about some of the struggles of it. What have been your biggest triumphs, I guess, since starting streaming? Like, what have you found to be like your greatest successes? Whether it's, you know, monetary, community building, just something that you consider an overall win. Like, what is the biggest win for you since you started streaming?
for me, the greatest win is that I think the most is that I have a, a community that supports me. That's one of the priorities that I think that is important for me. Aside from Twitch. And Twitch, of course, I'm still streaming, but sometimes I admit that there are few people who come to my stream because I don't know, it just happens to be in the algorithms because we can't control algorithms for on Twitch. So, um, I just try to stream for fun. Despite that I stream for fun, I think about the community as much more important than having much pressure of having how many numbers who are gonna watch me on my Twitch, or whoever will visit to my Twitch. As long as they're happy about it, I'm fine with it. Even though I know it can be stressful because you can see the numbers. It can be easy to compare to your other Twitch streamers that I know, or maybe I don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, that's one of
it
the
just
biggest things for me was I had to make sure that I didn't look at numbers. I said I'm gonna play what I want to play. I'm gonna play what my community enjoys, and I'm not gonna look at it. And I think we'd all be lying if we said we never looked at the numbers. Like, of course we do. Like, we all look at the numbers. What I mean, we can say it all day, like, oh, I don't care how many viewers. Yes, we do. Ultimately, I don't care. Like, if I'm streaming to one person or I'm streaming to 1,000 people, I'm still gonna be the same person. Is that the ultimate goal? Absolutely. We'd be lying if we said it wasn't. But yeah, it's kind of a tricky field, because y- you want to monitor it, you want to see what your numbers are, you want to see your viewership grow, but you
yes.
don't want to let it get into your head. And that because was I playing the wrong game? Or I think we've all probably had that moment where you're sitting at like anywhere, you're sitting at 5, 10, 15, whatever you're sitting at, and all of a sudden like it'll drop like 7, and you're like, oh, in your head you're like, oh god, what did I say, what did I do? Like, why did they leave? And it took me a while to just, okay, don't look at that, just have fun. For sure.
Mm. Yeah, that's the biggest struggle because last year, remember I told you that I had interviews
Hmm.
during my Twitch stream and I re-uploaded to YouTube. I had like around the average of 15 to 20 people who were watching me during the interviews. But the thing is, like the community of that game had been shut down, so of course you don't expect that so much high from that expectation for this matter. So you gotta find another community that can have this transition aside from playing games with what you like in your stream, of course. So I believe that um, we can succeed despite it took me a year and a half. So I think it's possible for me to have this growth, but you have to find the ways that can make sure that it will grow for your Twitch stream. So it takes time, babe, basically. If it's not, then try another plan, I guess.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I mean, it's one of those. I don't know. It's one of those very strange situations where it's God. It's hard. It's almost hard to put it into words sometimes. Help me out here if you want. It's it's a very interesting circumstance where it's almost like you kind of have to toe that line and say, you know, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What could I do better? I feel like I'm putting out a good product. Where do I go with it? So it's very interesting to know, some other insights of it. Like I'm not alone. Like I'm not alone in this. Other people think the same things that I do, and it's really interesting. So, re same kind of question to you. Um, what kind of interested you into streaming? What brought you in as well?
Basically, I never actually even heard of Twitch until, well, I did hear of Twitch, but I didn't use Twitch till earlier this year when one of my mates was just like, "Can you come in and just in the background of one of these guys' streams just to help him get some viewers and whatnot?" So that's what I did. I downloaded Twitch, I got up his stream, tabbed him and everything. And then I just got told to join in one day. I just thought I'd say hi. And then it's been a roller coaster from there, really. Like, I started saying hi, and just the branches of like friends that I've got out through there is unreal. The majority of my friends now of who I met through Twitch.
Yeah, absolutely. So I kind of started the same way, I guess. I didn't know of Twitch. I mean, I'd heard of it, in passing conversation, but never really looked into it too much. And one day I was playing Apex on my Xbox, and I was like, okay, I keep seeing this Mixer thing pop up. Let me go over here and see. And I started watching people on Mixer, and I found a really awesome community in there, that I owe a lot to, my streaming career. Be- Excuse me, because the people that I met through that community, I ended up modding in that community. I had known them for over a year and a half before, obviously the Mixer shutdown happened and everyone moved over to Twitch. I had no clue. And then I don't know, 5 6 months ago, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the leap, and I talked to the people that I modded for, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go do this, and they were like, absolutely go. And it was one of those things where, it was just kind of like, oh, hi, people from other communities. Like, people just kind of showed
Yeah.
up and they were like, hey, I didn't know you were doing this. Surprise, I didn't either. So yeah, it's really cool how, building those prior communities really does help us. Like Zardium said, he had that community from his quiz game, and that followed him into what he was doing. And Ree, like you said, you just kind of showed up. It's like, hi, I'm Ree, and now I stream. So yeah, it's super cool how that all works, and how we build those relationships. I have met what I consider to be, probably lifelong friends. Haven't
Same
even met
here.
him in real life yet. And like, I can't wait until we can all get back into our normal style, kind of routines where, Twitch cons and games cons and things like that, where we can all go, meet each other. And the funny part about it is, no matter how many times we talk about it, it always devolves into the same like three or four things. It's, man, I can't wait until we meet. Oh, cool. What games are we going to talk about? Nope, that's not where it goes. It's, we got to grab beer. Okay.
Oh,
it,
definitely all
it,
about the beer.
yeah, it always starts the same way. Like, we're getting drinks. All right, fine. You convince me. Arm twist done. And that's always seems to be, what it turned into was these communities of people who have just come together. Like Zardium said, he's got all those people that are doing birthday parties and all kinds of events now. And Ree, for you, the same. You said it was just, hey, here's these communities, and we go forth and conquer the best we can. So,
Yeah.
like for you, obviously, you didn't even know about Twitch. What has been what has been something that kind of caught you off guard a little bit, or kind of like, oh, I didn't expect that, or kind of like, almost kind of like a struggle, or like something you weren't expecting of the streaming world.
I'm not gonna lie, it's how nice people are, to be honest. Because when I'm playing games, when you turn on your headset, I just get so many people that are so rude. But when I'm in these Twitch chats and everybody's just like, everybody walks in, and the moment you just say hi, you get a whole list like 10 people just going hi, 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 and asking how you are. And it kind of caught me off guard a bit because I'm not used to that.
Yeah,
So, but
absolutely.
it's really nice at the same time.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I've found is people here care about my life more than people in my life sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
people want to know, like, how are you? We haven't heard from you in 3 days. Are you dead? Like, people want to know, like, hey, how are we doing? How is everyone? How have things been going? And it's really cool to see, that much emotionally invested in these communities. That's, yeah, I didn't realize what it meant to have community support like that for a long,
Oh,
long time.
definitely.
And
I'm the exact same. I'm that person that's very much like, are you dead?
yeah, and I never like, it's weird. So, here I'm Hobbs, I'm out there, but like IRL me, I like to call myself the most extroverted introvert you will ever meet. Like,
Yes.
if I don't know you, I probably don't want to know you, so go away. But once I know you, like, we are here 100%, let's go. And I was very much the same way. Like, when I first started, it was, I don't want to rock the boat. Okay, well, do I message them back? Is is it weird if I message them? What do I say? What do I do? And now I'm just like, hey guys, I'm pooping. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Like, it's become
I'm
this
100%.
like it's become this crazy thing where it's like, well, welcome to my life. And I think
I've
that's great that it's kind of brought me out of that shell a little bit too.
Oh, definitely. I've very much been told I'm not exactly mellow in chats. Everybody's just like, it's nice and quiet until Ree gets in here. So,
Well, I mean, that's a good thing though, because you bring that energy, and I think every community needs that, and that's what these communities blend on is you have people who are the ones that'll just kind of sit back and talk. You have the ones that are just kind of there to watch. You have the ones, like Ree that are, hey, I'm here. How are you? What's up? And that's what these communities need is you need that solid blend of people. Like for sure, you have to have that. Uh, so this is a question for both of you. Zardium, I'll let you go first. Wilhelm, I know you're back in. I don't know if we have
Yeah,
comms with
I
you
know.
yet, but Zardium, we'll let you go first. Who is or who are, if you have multiple, your biggest influences? One on stream, so Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you prefer. And then IRL, like who have been your biggest influences, streaming world and IRL?
Um, that's a good question, honestly. So basically, is it okay if I don't have one?
No, absolutely. No, I mean that's 100% fine.
So here's the thing. I did admit I watched several streams on Twitch or on YouTube, but to be honest with you, I don't have much influence from anyone or whoever for my for making this committee happens. I just think at the time that it is for fun, just for entertainment, but I don't have people who influence me to be honest for the community.
So you would
Either
say your biggest influence is self success. Like you wanted to do it for yourself to prove that you could do it. That would be your biggest
yeah,
influencer then. That's actually a
yes.
really solid, honest answer because I actually really like that answer because there's a lot of people that would throw, insert big name, insert big name. I love them, shout out to them. No, you just straight up, hey, I want to prove that I can do it. That's incredible. So what about like in real life? Do you have any influences that have, kind of influenced you or backed you or supported you?
Um, the same thing with streaming because honestly, I'm a type of person in real life that have few connections with friends IRL. So I don't have much communication with people that I know from high school or college. Of course, I graduated high school and college. It's just that I'm not the type of person who usually socialize that much in IRL. But if
Hmm.
you're talking about internet or on the internet, I'm really talkative.
Yep.
I know that's kind of funny, but that's how I am.
No, I mean
But I
a lot of us are that way. I think that's why we prefer the world we work in, It's kind of our escape from reality almost.
that's true. And like I'm not saying that I'm trying to be arrogant or something, but it's an idea that I want to try as a person. What I mean is that I want to see that if, like as you said, that you're trying your best that you're prove that you're better than whoever that can try to pull you down or something like that.
Yeah. No,
You
and,
get the
and that
point, right?
yeah, that doesn't come across as arrogant. That's I mean, that's the inherent nature of people in general, I think. We want to do the best that we possibly can. If you put, two people in the same room with the exact same utensils and tools and opportunities and say, okay, whoever does the better job gets out of this room. You're going to want to do the best you possibly can. So I don't think that's arrogant. That's just wanting to do the best job you possibly can. I completely agree with that. So Ree, for you, same question. Influences.
probably like in the streaming world, it's to be honest, it's not any big streamers, really. It's all the smaller ones, like ones that have started modding and everything, that have really influenced me, because they're the ones that have told me I can do it. They're the ones that have brought me out of my shell and everything. I don't know. And those streamers, they're the reason I start chatting in streams more, especially if, like, say, there's just logged on as like 2 viewers. They're chatting to me, I'm chatting to them and everything. So they're the ones that encourage me to carry on chatting more.
Yeah, for sure. And I get that 100% because and it's always been something in the back of my mind. How can you relate to someone or get to know someone on that personal level when they've got 15,000 people in their chat and chat is just flying and it's nothing but emotes and
At that point, it gets
yeah.
overwhelming for me as well.
It's like, how can you expect to really build that relationship and community base right there? I prefer myself, same way as Ree said, I prefer to hang out, even my large streamers, anywhere between 50 to 150, 200 viewers. That's where I prefer to live when I'm viewing because yeah, it keeps chat active and we know there's people there, but it's never so crazy that you can't just have a conversation. Whether it's people that in chat from being there all the time or it's with the streamer themselves, that's where I like to keep what I call my happy place. I can chat, Little Hobbs can chat, everyone has time to talk to each other. And it's just a great feeling to know that when you're there, you're part of the community and not just a name flying up the chat. So I 100% agree with you there. Yeah, a lot of my influencers that I look at and go, "Hey, I kind of like the way that they approached this situation." Or I like the way that they handled this situation or the way that they presented this. Like that 100%. It's those mid-range guys and that's like I would never I don't think I would ever want to be, an XQC or all the way up there like with, 100,000 viewers at a time because that's not why I started this. I started it because
Yeah.
I wanted to build a community and have fun with people and talk to people and get to know them. And at that point, you're not doing anything. Like if I can do this to the point where I am able to financially support myself and my family the same way that I do in my job, I'll be good. I'll be solid. If I can financially support us and do this full time, I'd be good. That's all I would ever need. And you know, without that connection, you're just someone sitting in front of a camera. And God bless them if they can do it. I can't. I have to have people to talk to, people to goof off with, people to
Yeah.
have fun with, And if you're not doing that, then to me, at least, it's not the same. It's not the same feeling.
Yeah, I'll be totally honest. I have the attention span of a duck. So when I'm watching all these big streamers, like you said, with the chat flying and everything, just don't have that community feeling. And I just kind of, while I'm happy for them that they've got loads and loads and loads of people, my attention just kind of goes and then goes back to the smaller streamers, where you do have that community, where you do make the friends, where you're just chatting constantly, you've got all those jokes.
Yeah, 100%. And I find in those communities as well, it becomes like inside jokes. You can show up and say some off the wall stuff, but because we know each other, it's like I see what you're doing. It's almost allowed.
Yeah.
If I jumped into one of those larger streams and tried to say some of the shit that I say in my other friends, nope. No way. I would have
instant ban.
gone, banned, no questions asked. I don't even think it would hit chat. It just gone, shit. Okay, next person. Like I would have no chance at all. So
Same here.
it's I don't know. It's an interesting it's an interesting kind of format to kind of bring that in. It's one of those things where to each their own, I guess. And I think that's what makes the communities here why we're sitting here right now. We've all got at least somewhat a like mindset. We want that community involvement. We want We want it to be something that is enjoyable more than just a job, more than just log in, play a game, okay, thanks, bye. Like, we want it to be a family environment. We want it to be friends getting together and having fun. And I think that's what truly kind of makes that difference. So, Ree, another question for you here, because obviously, you know, we know how you are. We know, yep, exactly. Um, how do you use your Ree-like nature, if you will,
Oh dear.
to kind of uplift people and uplift other streamers and support all of your communities? You know, you said you like, working in all these other communities and talking to people. How do you do what you do? What are the best ways that you found to do that?
I'm not. I'm not really sure. Like I said earlier, like somebody will come in and I'll instantly ask how they are. Like I'm not a very nice. Not nice isn't the right word. I'm a nice person, like in the streams, but like I'll roast the streamers if like they do something funny or something like that. And then one of my friends, he has obviously the hydrate points unlock thing, and I will literally just spam that just to annoy him, and it gets others doing it as well,
Ah,
and then everybody's there having a laugh.
you're one of those.
It's just yeah, I annoy everyone essentially.
Keep my
They
eye
still
on
want me
you.
to come back, so I must be doing something right.
Yeah, they like to. I'm the same way. Chat likes to make me stretch at the worst possible moments.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. Every single chance that they can make me stretch if I'm in the middle of a fight or in a ranked game of Rocket League or whatever we're doing, right in the middle of the game. Stretch. Fuck. So I'm like standing up trying to stretch while playing. I'm like, oh God. It's just awful. It's awful.
Then that's
but
so much fun for us.
yeah, we wouldn't have the opportunities that we do, you know, without that though. For sure. Like there would be no way, because it allows us, again, that interaction, and it's that goofy nature of what we do that provides entertainment to people. Because I like to think of it where even if you're having the worst day you've had in a year, we're here, let's go, let's take your mind off of something. I want people in all of our communities to know that they can come in and just be themselves. I don't
That's
care if you are black, white, yellow, purple, green, blue, brown, polka dotted, unicorn, elephant, zebra. I don't care. Come in, be you, and just have fun. Within reason. Don't be an asshole. But
there's that.
there's that. Don't be an asshole. But otherwise, yeah, like, it should be a place where people can just get away from life for a while, Like, people deal with enough bullshit on a regular basis. Why have to deal with it when we're hanging out in chats? Like Zardium said, he's like, dude, cool, birthday party, let's go. Like, we're throwing birthday parties, we're doing get-togethers, we're doing Among Us, apparently battle royale in Among Us. Like, he's got team fight tactics going on in Among Us. It's just it's so cool, to have that opportunity. Um, it's just it's incredible to see, you know, just I'm almost at a loss for words with it, because it's weird trying to find the right words, because I don't think the right words exist for that specifically, where it's inclusion, it's like inclusive exclusivity, it's like, we want everyone to be here, unless you're a dick, get out. That's what it is. It's
Literally.
inclusive exclusivity. I think that's the best way we could use to describe it. It's like, and it was weird because we had this a couple days ago, and let me know if you guys have this too. I find that some of my best friends in chat are the ones that talk the most shit. Like, if you can't
That's me.
insult each other, yeah, if you can't insult each other at least a little bit, are you really friends?
Definitely not. They're fake.
Bruh.
The amount of times I've just ripped. Actually, one of my best friends is currently in this chat, and we will literally just sit there ripping into each other. You would think we hate each other, but then at the end of it, we're just laughing and sending like the heart emojis, and everybody's looking at us like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh yeah, and it's one of those things where it's just okay. We'll figure it out as we go. And I mean, it's just it's funny because you see people saying stuff, and it's like I would never allow that from a random person coming in, but I've known you for a while. Yeah, give it to me. It's weird to hit that kind of balance for sure.
Oh yeah, and the original streamer that I watched, like the very first one, I get away with so much stuff in his channel. It's unreal. I should be banned by now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have like 2 or 3 chats where I should absolutely be banned. I should absolutely be banned in a couple chats.
They love you, so you get away with it. You just pull the little puppy dog eyes, and it's all good.
Little Hobbs. All
Yeah,
I type is Little Hobbs said it, and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. It works.
Exactly.
So, everybody in chat, go ahead and get all of your questions in. Over to X, he is here, so we're gonna do a quick short intermission here, guys. So, bathroom break if you need water, grab a quick snack. Give us about 5 minutes. I'm gonna reset this, and we're gonna go ahead and pull X in, for our second half. So, give me just a few minutes, guys. Hi, we're back. We have mics. Ta-da! Pro streamer
restart
right
that.
here. Every time. Hi, welcome back. We have our host, XDelicious, with us. Say hi, X.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's amazing Talkcast brought to you in part by AmusedHobbz.
It's all him.
His great smile just takes us a while. Yes, that's right. Here we just press buttons and mute ourselves sometimes.
Yes, I mute
Yes.
everyone. I have the power of all the buttons. This is
I'm
why
pretty
they
sure
don't
that's
trust me with technology.
Hey man, that's our signature trademark though. You can't fade away from that. That's what brings people in because it makes them look at you and then realize, "Oh wait, I didn't hear." So then they have to listen harder. Yep, that's right. They have to listen harder.
Come for the smiles,
Classic.
stay for the disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Oh.
where we left off, we were talking about kind of the ways that we uplift other streamers. So kind of sticking with that, Ree, this one's for you specifically. What made you want to support streamers the way that you do? Like what kind of made that your goal and your purpose the way that you do? Because I know you are absolutely everywhere with your support.
I try to be as best as I can. I'm stretched a little thin at the moment, but to be honest, it's just how nice the streamers are. If they're engaging with chat, if they're having a laugh during their games, the more enjoyable they're to be around, the more I want to stay in chat and talk to them. Like I've been in a few people's chats where they just kind of look at chat and answer with like one word, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm out of here. It's you got to make me laugh essentially. If you're not ripping into me either, it's just yeah, very much you've got that friend roast ratio kind of thing going on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's understandable.
Yeah, and I can see that, when you have people, interacting with each other, it makes a world of difference. It truly does.
Yeah, so as long as the streamers are nice and they're not being outright mean, that's the more I support them. Like we've got actually a few of them in chat at the moment as well that I watch, but yeah, they're the ones that make me want to like and subscribe, just who they are as a person.
Yeah, it really almost boils down to, if you're what is it? What was the saying I heard? I heard somebody say, I think it was like good attracts good, basically. If you're a positive person and you legitimately seem to care about your community, that is the kind of community that you will build and that will grow around you. If you're
Exactly.
super toxic and that's your brand, I mean, some people that's their brand and no hate to them at all. But if you're super toxic, you can't just turn around and be like, "Oh, why are people in my community so toxic?" Well,
I've also got no filter, so if you're rude to your community, I will be rude right back to you as well. So
perfect. And but that's how it should be, it shouldn't be where, oh, what was it? I heard the other day somebody referred to their community as what was it? Um their bank. That's what it was. They said
oh.
yeah. They said when I go, it was somebody, they had said when I go live, I love it when I watching my bank account fill up my chat. I
No.
was floored. I didn't know what else to say. I was just like, okay, next person. I mean, and this was live. Like I was just scrolling through looking for new people to follow, and I normally sit there and watch for about 10 or 15 minutes. And he was like, "Man, I love watching my bank account just roll into chat every time I go live." And I was like, and honestly, if that's an inside joke that he has with his community, more power to him. But for new people coming in, if they hear that, I'm not staying. Like it's one of those things where like I'm not. Nope. It's just not something that should ever be said, in my opinion.
No. Like you get so many streamers that are sat there like you can donate if you want to, or like ones that are saying I don't actually want you to subscribe because I'm here for you guys. I'm not here for the money. So the people that are there specifically for the money, just yeah, really.
Yeah. But I
Tried
mean,
to.
it is. But unfortunately, that's the world that we live in. That's the world that we work in. It it is what it is. People do this as a source of, in some cases, significant amounts of income. Some people earn it because people enjoy who they are and who they legitimately are on stream. And some people earn it because insert reason here, and they just want all about the money. That's all they care about. That's all they do. And it is what it is. I mean, I can't knock them for it. They're doing what they do the way that they want to do it, the way that they believe is the best way for them to do stuff. And
Oh,
it is what it is. But
yeah, I'm completely fine with that. If you're in it for the money, go for it. But if you make that clear and that's why you're only there, that's the only reason why you like your supporters, then it's just a no go for me.
yeah, and there are people that come onto Twitch and they're like, hey, I want to support people that want to make tons of money. Okay, cool. By all means, go support them, 100%. And you make it clear right up front. Cool, but to me, I could never. I could never. Plus, if I ever did say that, Nero would probably kill me. I wouldn't get the words completely out of my mouth, and Nero would come through my screen and actually strangle me. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Nero would probably kill me.
I looked back for validation.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
a solid yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there was no question in my mind. She would come through my screen and just murder me if I ever had that thought cross my mind.
I can
And
see her
yeah.
doing that.
But I think that's where you being able to differentiate between I'm here to build a family and community versus I'm just here to use you guys to build my bank. That's kind of where people are able to determine that.
yeah.
And again, that just goes back on how you build your community too. So
Oh, 100%. And now I want to ask Zardium a question real quick. So, what is for you? What is your biggest motivator to keep content coming? You said obviously that game that you used to play, the quiz game, that no longer gained support from devs, and you started moving into other avenues and other games. What is your biggest motivation to continually grow, to continue to find new content to put out to your community?
That's a good question. So, what I do is that I try to find other games aside from Rocket League and Fall Guys. You have to find other games that can make opportunities to find new people in the certain communities that they have, because each games on Twitch, they have their own viewers, and some of them either high or low. You have to know which algorithms you can choose that can make the best impact towards your stream. So you have to make experiment for it, and that's what I do to make to have a motivation for what I'm doing.
Nice. Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. I very much tell people all the time, like, I am a variety streamer, to the point where if there's something that you guys think would be cool to play, I will go check it out. And you know what? Let's try it. We'll try a new game, because at the end of the day, if I'm just sitting there doing something that nobody else is enjoying, then I'm just playing a game that I like in front of a camera, and screw everyone else. And that's really it. You have to have that community involvement. So yeah, I think that's a great philosophy to have. It really is. It's a great outlook. It's a really nice way to approach it. So, X, I know you've had a busy day, man. What questions do you have for him? I'm curious. What do
so
you want to know?
so I was curious. So one of the games that you said you were playing, the developers stopped giving support. Would you ever be interested in making your own game, based off of like what your community suggests, or like something that
Uh,
you enjoy?
I have no experience in making codes unless you guys know how to do code. Maybe I can you can do it or something. Just kidding. But
Dude,
I don't.
I didn't even know how to unmute the mic. Don't look at me.
I'm just joking. But if I wish I do know the codes and stuff, then it's possible. But I mean, I do have connections that can do code and stuff. But I actually, in fact, I did try to talk to my friend who knows how to code. about this thing, but I don't know what I said or what I told to him. But yeah, I did talk about it, but I don't remember what the exact context about it. So, well, if ever there's an opportunity that I know or anyone who would like to volunteer to do so, then why not, right?
Yeah, no, I
Mhm.
think that'd be pretty cool, especially since you know your involvement in some of those games you said was pretty intense in terms of you being able to play it all the time and bringing your community into it. I think that's actually really cool. So as developers, I think you would be one of the people that they'd reach out to be like, hey, I have you seeing it. I think that's actually pretty cool. You and I might talk a little bit later.
Oh, I know where
I
this is
have
Oh.
going. I know where this is going.
yeah, I have some stuff that I've been working on kind of off the shelf. Um, yeah,
Oh,
uh,
that's exciting.
Ooh, new
that
content
you
from
might have.
X.
Yeah,
Thank you, thank you.
yeah,
That's
man.
exciting because I kind of know, and I'm not going to say anything else, but that could be really cool. That could be a lot of
Oh,
fun.
now I'm really curious.
I know. That's what's fun about it. Well, that's all we have for you. Good night. No.
Yeah.
I will track you down, Hobbs.
And you know where to find me all the time.
This is true.
Literally.
Little Hobbs is telling him.
I'm telling you, dude,
where you're at.
he is a snitch. I don't care what anyone says. He snitches on me all the time. It
Because
happens.
you made him dance on camera. That's
He's
why.
too
I'm just
innocent.
saying.
Okay. Oh, he is not innocent. He twerked the other night.
That's completely innocent.
He twerked to Barbie Girl. All right. This.
Okay, I have to go find this.
I like how both your faces were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he twerked to Barbie Girl, and you will never find it simply because the clips and VODs were off.
Oh, I thought it was live. Was it live though?
Oh, it was live. It was live, but I turned off my clips and VODs because Mama didn't raise no fool. Yeah, no.
Man,
No, I was live, but yeah, it was a whole thing. There was a lot of bourbon that night. And Barbie Girl got played. So Hobbsy thinks, what? No. Sorry, Nira said something in chat that actually caught my attention. The fact that she might potentially have a clip of that scares the crap out of me.
I
Sorry.
can
Nira
either
sent it to me.
confirm-
She has to share this clip. It has to be seen.
No, it
Sorry.
doesn't. It
Hobbs,
doesn't.
It does. It does.
Don't be
You
scared.
don't get a choice in
Hobbs.
this.
It's okay.
Look, man, I'm just Mickey Mouse. That's it. I'm just Mickey Mouse sitting
Oh.
here in my little cave.
So, in case you guys might have missed it. So, Hobbs and I on a Discord call were putting up his sound pads, and he was asking me. He's like, "Dude, how should I place these? Like, how should I position it?" So it was taking me a little bit, like as he's starting to lay it, and I was like, I can make him look like Mickey. So I placed two perfect squares behind him, so that way when he looks at the camera, he's permanently Mickey Mouse. And this
Oh my
this has gone on for almost 5 months without anyone bringing it up. And so my plan was at a year, I was going to give him an emote that says Hobbs Mouse. And when he asked about it, I'm like, what are you talking about? I was going to put a picture of the Hobbs Mouse emote and his background and then show that's where it came from. So this was a year's worth of build up, and then someone during one of his streams had said, "Hey, you look like Mickey Mouse," and I was like, "Dang it!"
But he made it 6 months. 6
I made it
months.
6
I've been
months.
sitting here looking like freaking Mickey Mouse, and no one has said a word.
Yeah.
Everyone.
You do realize I'm going to bring
let
that up in your
happen.
next stream, right?
Oh, it's in every stream now, without question. Oh Lord.
Oh, do we?
Do we
Well,
get a camera?
Aw.
Oh,
He teased us.
It
The build-up
almost.
tease.
It almost happened. We almost had it. We almost had Wilhelm camera. Yeah, so yeah, that's a thing. And so for those of you looking at chat when she says Ree is going to be another Jessie,
Yeah.
I have a chat troll. She is a mod for one of the medium to large content creators that I've known for years back from the Mixer days. Jessie and I have a tumultuous, loving relationship. I say, "Hi, Jessie, how's your day?" She says, "Shut up, Hobbs, get in your cage." You know, things like that. So Nira loves her. They team up against me all the time. The
I have to get
day
in on this.
the day that I got raided by him, one, I almost crapped my pants because I got raided by him, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Part two, the first thing I said was, "Can I get a shout out for him?" The second thing I said was, "Nira, no matter what Jesse says, let it run," because I knew that within 30 seconds, Jesse was getting timed out. I knew it. Like there was no doubt in my mind. And sure enough, like the first thing she said was, "Oh, for fuck's sake, why are we here? I have to look at your ugly face." This was like one of the very first things that she said in my chat. I was like, "Well, Jesse, ladies and gentlemen." And yeah, from that day forward, Nira and Jesse have been besties in every conceivable way. They have been absolute besties.
So these sound like the people I can get along with very well in your streams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah, you'll get along with Taggy really well too then.
There might be a third coming to that then.
Yeah, it's a thing. So enough about me. Yeah, but yeah, that's a thing that can happen. And you know, it's one of those, again, like we've been talking about, it's one of those unique things within our communities that allows those smaller to mid-range communities to have these relationships with people and do this laughing and just have a ton of fun with that. But
About building memories, man. That's the whole important thing of it.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
fact that, you know, months down the road, that is still in the forefront of my mind means everything, because that truly means that we've just been having an absolute blast.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have a question for both of you at this point. And it's a little bit off topic, I guess. If you had to have one goal, one takeaway, like your ultimate goal to be at, like I want to stream to reach this point. This is what I ultimately want to be able to do from my streaming career. What would it be? Zardium, I'll let you go first.
My goal, well, actually, I wish to have like around like 20, no, 10 to 20 viewers in average for me, because like I would like to interact with the people on the stream. And if it's like too much, like let's say you mentioned before, like XUC style, I cannot handle that. There's no way. And then also like it's kind of overwhelming sometimes when you see many emojis or trying to make some random stuff talking on your stream, which is kind of obvious because it's hard for you to reach out to the people who really want to talk to you. Well, aside from having subs or having VIP, because that's what they do, right? Isn't it? But I mean, honestly, um, it's still hard though. If let's say if we have that opportunity or not, because yeah, that's why I think that I'm okay with the, let's say, 10 or 20 or more viewers, not less than 50 or 70. But, but that's fine for me. And also, I would like to reach let's say 500 followers on Twitch, or if that's more than that, that's fine because I'm now currently at 365 followers or so. So I mean, why not try to make a goal that can try to make it achievable? So it's a great adventure whenever, what days would it be or months would it be? We have to see, or we have to find out what can happen for the future.
Nice.
Hmm.
Hell yeah. And honestly, like it's really cool seeing Zardium's perspective on a lot of things. Like it's very humbling because you are very much a humble person, you know. You ask that question and you're going to get, you know, you ask that question to 10 different people, you're going to get 10 different answers. But for you, everything that you've wanted to do, whether it was what games are you playing, what do you want to do with your community, everything for you has been all about the right now. you don't look too far into the future. It's what can I control right now? What is an achievable goal? And what can I do to make that first goal happen? And then if we get that, see where it goes. I really like that outlook. That's a really, really great way to approach things.
Thank you. And also, like, because I learned not to expect too much, because if you expect too much, then you might be disappointed in the future, or whatever you're overthinking at this point, let's say, it's not gonna be good for your health. So I have to control what, and I can control myself. And also, I do admit that streaming is a hard experience because aside from fixing the cameras, or maybe no cameras, or maybe what content do you want to show on your Twitch, or who would be the one to talk to you on Twitch, or maybe uh, who who would support you I mean, whenever you want to do in your stream. So it's how it is. You just have to watch out the actual impact
Yeah,
for
for sure.
what. Mhm.
I 100% agree with all of that. Like that's an amazing outlook to have, for sure. That's incredible. Ree, same
And
question for you.
also,
Oh yeah, go ahead, Zarya. No, no, you're
also
fine.
Oh
Oh, you didn't
no.
want to answer.
Welcome back.
sorry.
JK.
It's okay.
Oh, sorry. Here
Yeah, yep.
I'm back.
You're good.
I I got 1 second. I got restarted from my Discord. No idea how it happened, but I'm back.
Welcome to
So
Discord.
basically, welcome back. Thank you very much. Across the board. Across the board. So I forgot to mention that. Oh, people ask me why I'm humble. I mean, you and XDelicious. So basically, I think it has to do with the culture that I bring, because Asian parents are kind of like strict and stuff. So you get the point, right? The culture itself can impact the next generation of your child, and it just happened that this is the upbringing that I bring it for. But the thing is, like, that's what I experienced with. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true though. And I think you say Asian parents are, traditionally very strict, but I think that's universal. Parents in general, for the most part, they want to see their children do well for themselves. They want to see them succeed. But if it's not in a way that they envisioned, it's very hard for them to understand it. And especially the generation gap between, people of our age, our parents to us, the technology gap and things like this, living in a virtual world, we have more friends online than we do IRL, and we're okay with it. And we're unbelievably happy with what we do. So sometimes
Yes.
explaining that can be very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean, like, difficult? Like,
It can be,
mm,
shit, I'm trying to think of the best. So, like, okay, I'll just use it for instance. My mom never really understood the gaming side of it. Growing up, I played sports, but I always had a passion for playing video games. Yeah, and it can be very challenging for them to understand, what we enjoy doing and that we can actually, make decent money off of it and make friends doing this and understanding that importance of gaming in our lives and these, online communities and what that really means to us. It can be very difficult for, an older generation to understand that because their generation, it was IRL, everyone meets people, you meet people in person, you talk face to face. This is how you communicate, this is how you make new friends. Whereas our in our generation, a lot of times that's not a thing. And it can be very challenging for them to understand our side of it. And that's kind of where I was going with that.
I understand. So yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I mean, you're right that our all of parents, doesn't matter which ethnicity, doesn't matter which race. It's just that they want the best of our self. That what can we do for the future? What can we do for now? So we're doing our best that can support not only for ourselves but to our family, or to the community as well. So, which is good, and I'm happy that we have the same uh, ideas that can impact our communities, whatever communities that we have at this point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Agreed.
absolutely. So, same question for you then. What would be your top goal? Like, best case scenario comes out of streaming, you're able to make a full large scale career out of it. What would be your ultimate goal to be able to accomplish?
That's difficult considering I don't actually stream.
Or even, but I'm saying like even like in the streaming community.
Oh, right,
Like
sorry.
not necessarily, actually streaming, but being, would you want it to be something where, you could become almost like a marketing manager, to help market people, or put together, like a team of streamers and be like, I want to put this team together and we build these massive communities, things like that.
That's literally what I was thinking, like the marketing side of it, because I like I've said before, I love chatting with people. Like I started chatting with Nira and everything. I just got along great with her, and like most of my friends have started doing like these Warzone tournaments now, and I can see them organizing it, and I just want to help other people do that. Like I don't want my face on the screen because I haven't got the attention span for it.
Too late.
But to
Somebody
help,
clip this. Somebody clip this right now. Her face is on screen. Get her, clip it. She's on screen. Get her.
how rude. But anyway. No, I just want to help like that person get to where they want to be, like that big streamer, be the one to help push them up there and like get their names spread out and like you said, put together teams and tournaments and everything. That's what makes me happy about making them all happy.
That's
That
incredible.
would be my ultimate goal.
That's a great outlook, honestly. And I've said it before, and it's something that I truly believe. We could not do the things that we do as streamers without incredible support from our community and our mods. And for anyone out there that's watching or involved, take care of your mods. Please do. You have to,
Please.
because we would not be able to do the things that we do. Oh, we would, but it would be at a much slower pace. The fact that we are able to focus on the game that we're playing or what we're doing in the moment without a moment's hesitation, because we have that ultimate trust and faith in our mods to do their job. And anyone that looks at what a mod does as something other than a job, you're wrong. Because mods have an incredible amount of responsibility with what they do, and it definitely is a lot more work than I think a lot of people understand.
Big facts.
True. And also, I would
Yeah.
like to add mods. I mean, honestly, I don't like some communities that treat they mistreat mods, because mods are the ones that support your community. Why would you try to mistreat them? It's not a good idea to do that. I always make sure my mods are okay. They're having fun with the community and they're responsible for what they want to do. I let them have the freedom to what they want. It's not like I'm usually bossy, or I'm not. I mean, sorry, I'm not a usual boss or something, but I can give them freedom that what they want. But of course, there's some permission that they need to ask if there's some important cases.
Yeah.
That's fine. That happens because there's some sensitive stuff that has to be approved by me or whatever. But most likely, I think that my most I'm really protecting them for whatever case.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for them for what they're doing to my community.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with you. We as streamers have that responsibility to protect our mods because they
Yes.
protect the shit out of us and our community.
Yeah, we do.
Like if seriously, if someone comes in and starts trolling chat instead of me, God bless them. My mods are gonna tear their ass apart. They
No,
will
we
eat
don't
them
tear.
alive.
We just time them out. Bye.
No, I tear them apart.
No. X will time them out, and while they're timed out, Nira will eat them alive.
Yep, this is yeah.
Nira will sit there and
we
talk
do it.
all kinds of shit, and I'll go to a just chatting screen, And I'll just sit there and laugh and laugh and laugh and be like, so how'd that work? Did that work good for you? All right, somebody untime them out. See if they learned. And you talked more shit. X time them back out again. Nira, go. and oh man, she will go in on them. So yeah, 100%. Like mods, and I've said it before, mods make Twitch go round. Like without them, we are in a world of hurt. And you know, because and I truly believe that when you have solid moderation, not necessarily rude, not necessarily overbearing, but when they know there are quality mods in a chat, it naturally diverts the bullshit. It just does. So, Ree, we do have a question for you from someone in chat.
Oh.
Okay. So, what is the hands down number one funniest thing that you have done in a chat stream?
Oh dear God, there's too many to narrow it down. Let me guess, did Dyspraxic Tim ask this question?
I have no idea because it was sent to me, but I'm guessing it probably was.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned something about that earlier.
If you instantly had a name in your mind, just go with yes.
Yeah.
Damn it, I keep shifting because I'm trying not to have Mickey Mouse ears.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think back.
I keep seeing the ears, and so I keep shifting. And it bugs the hell out of me because they are perfectly placed. God, I hate you.
It took a lot of work to get it just right.
I'm sorry, you've really threw me off there. If you want to ask another question and come back to me.
I mean, I can tell you the story of how the ears came to be because so we started right there with that one. And I was going down and down and down, and we kept going. And as we got to about right here, that's because he was like, yep, that looks good. Yep, that looks good. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll throw that off. Yeah, that's a good way to keep the line going. And I said, now, what if we bring this black one down? And he was like, no, do it at an angle. That's when it started. All of this, all of these started right there. Everything else, he started thinking about it on like block 5. Like, that's how far ahead he planned to turn me into Mickey Mouse. And it was terrifying. Now that I know he plans that far ahead, I'm scared.
I like to play chess, Hobbs.
Great. I play checkers. Go away. So, Ree, what do you got?
I can't think of the funniest thing I've done, but something I've done recently, and it's cottoned on to everyone, is one of my mates obviously is a streamer, and like he has the hydrate button, and he just got really annoyed with me just pressing hydrate all the time, to the point where he literally just didn't allow me to press the button anymore. And now he's put me on a timer, and every time I'm not allowed to use it, I literally just put in the chat, hydrate bitch. And now every single person that's in that chat is literally just putting hashtag hydrate bitch until he dehydrates.
Okay, yeah,
So...
she's my new Jessie. Fuck. I'm in big trouble.
Yes.
I'm in big. So somebody in chat said something about a onesie story? Is there a onesie or an onsie story? Cynical said this?
I think I know what he's on about.
All right.
I think. One of my other mates who's a streamer, his sub goal was, he plays a lot of Ark, and one of his sub goals was if we got him to a certain amount of subs, he'd do a onesie stream. And me and his girlfriend are literally just subbing galore in the chat. And then we managed to get a load of other people on doing it. And he let me pick the onesie. And I picked a pink dinosaur onesie that was way too tight for him. He had to wear on stream for 6 hours.
Okay.
And pretty funny.
If I have any of my mods in chat right now, Riri54, instant timeouts. Don't ever let her say anything in my chat. Please, God. I'm begging you.
Nope.
She's VIP. We can't time her out.
I was literally just about to say no, she's not, but Nira's an editor on my page and can literally do that.
Yes, Nira, do it.
I just realized that Nira can do that without me even knowing. See, look, she's like, I run that
You're
bitch,
welcome.
Hobbs. I have zero power. I go live, I say, Nira, this is what I'm playing, and she runs everything. I have no power anymore. None. It's all gone. It's completely gone. And I am being told, Wilhelm, do we have Mike? Hold on. I think Wilhelm might have Mike.
Oh.
I think so.
Oh!
Woo!
What's going on?
Will! Will is here. All right. We have Wilhelm. Nice. All right, X.
I'm just really quiet.
I will kick it over to you, buddy, and let you do your interview with Wilhelm. Beautiful.
Sure, man. So Hobbs, actually, do you want to ask your question that you just asked our other two guests to Will, so he can answer as well?
Yeah. So, Will, what's your favorite onesie to wear on stream? No.
No.
Oh, the other question. Yeah. So
the other question.
The other question. So yeah, we'll start off at the top question here. Ultimate goal out of streaming, the platform, anything. What would your ultimate top tier goal be? To be able to get to, and then to be able to do after reaching that platform.
Well, like Zar, I don't really have a goal for it. I just have a good time. I like making people happy. So, I don't stream right now. I'm not able to where I live. So I do a lot of YouTube uploading. But, on Twitter, I do a lot on Twitter like the last year. I've had Twitter since it came out, but I'm old, man. I don't know how to use it. So I started learning how to use it this year for Sea of Thieves. And join that community on their Facebook and on their Twitter. And then, I'm a pleaser, so I like making people feel good. A lot of people have mental health issues and awareness, just like I do. A lot of people have hard days and harder weeks than some. So I just like playing, and I like posting, and I like replying to people that reply to mine. I like replying to other people's posts. It makes them feel good. I'm just here to. I like making people feel good, so that's why I do it.
Hell yeah.
I work full time. I'm a full time dad. I got 4 kids. I don't have a lot of time to game right now, but I try my best. So every morning I get up, I get on my Twitter. I like a bunch of posts that I see. I post some stuff. I like a lot of replies. I try to keep people active. I just really enjoy, the community.
That's incredible. That's an incredible mindset to have, basically bringing, when you're able to bring yourself joy from bringing other people joy, like, to me, that's the pinnacle of what makes life enjoyable for me, when I can make someone who wasn't smiling smile about something, or if they're having a shitty day and I can just make them laugh, I've done my job. Like, my job is done for the day. I don't care what else is going wrong in my life, because if I've made you smile or laugh, then I'm now laughing and everyone is happy. So that's a great outlook.
Absolutely. I work I'm a general manager of a restaurant, and we're very busy all the time. It's not the most positive environment, but
no, restaurants are
yeah.
all rainbows and butterflies and happiness all the time, and servers never get angry. What are you talking about?
Never. That's what they'd like you to think, So, I'm a pretty calm person naturally. I try to relax all the time. My job, and I've been a manager for the last 15 years of my career, and playing online games a lot longer than that. And I've seen everything from the most toxic to the most passive. People just quit when stuff gets hard, stuff like that. I sail with a couple of guys on Discord. I know a bunch of people in the community now. I've modded for big streamers. I've modded for my buddy's got 2 viewers. I like helping. I like helping people out. It makes me feel good. I'm 37 years old, so I got a lot going on in my real life. But Sea of Thieves and Twitter and y'all, everybody helps me out. It's just real nice, man, to be part of that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Glad to
and
have you,
that's
man.
it's one of the ways that I got started as well, man. Just being able to help people, and and being a mod is how I got my start. And being able to know that, hey, when shit hits the fan, or hey, we need help with this, like, we have their back, and we're able to make sure that everything runs smoothly. And if they're having a good time and everyone else is having a good time, then we did our job.
Right. Then Nira came around on Twitter, and she likes my stuff. Every time I post something, she's there liking it and retweeting all my stuff.
Fun fact: Nira is Twitter.
I believe that is fact.
Yep. No, that I can validate that comment.
Yeah, Nira is
Wouldn't be
Twitter.
surprised.
Yeah, she actually started Twitter. She just doesn't tell anyone.
Yeah. So I was looking at your YouTube channel, man. I see you do a lot of Sea of Thieves stuff. So what is your favorite thing to do in there? Do you like doing the new missions as they come out? Do you like just messing around? Like what's your favorite thing? And also, Hobbs, I see you about to. Oh, oh. What?
Keep going, Wilhelm. Yes, keep going.
Okay. Yeah. So what's your favorite thing to do on Sea of Thieves? And what brings you to make that content for the Sea of Thieves?
Well, my favorite, the biggest thing about Sea of Thieves is I didn't start playing it when it came out. I just started this year. I've only been playing for a year. I knew about it when it came out. I had a lot of buddies. I like Disney. I like Jack Sparrow, as Hobbs is showing you right now.
I heard we were talking Sea of
Mickey Mouse
Thieves.
ears.
What happened?
Pirate voice!
I hear we
You
be
know.
talking about the seas. Tell me what
Yeah.
be your favorite thing.
Any game that you can play where you can play the way you want and the developers are absolutely 100% okay with that and they're not going to change the game to appease the mass is, in my opinion, probably some of the best games because you can pick it up and put it down. You don't have to save it. There's no gear. There's no stat. I've played games from Ultima Online, EverQuest, all the way up till now. Every game, new and old. And this one's just it's just different, man. It's great. I can get on and fish all day if I feel like it. I can get on and steal from people all day if I want to. However I got to do it. And then the community as well. I mean, you run into other people you see on Twitter. I've had people run into me and see me from Twitter and I don't even know who they are, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna shoot you in your face now, sorry. But it's there's a lot in that game that just brings me back to it. Sometimes I get that mad at it and I don't want to play it. And 2 hours later, I'm back on playing and I'm like, man, it's just what it is. I know everybody's got their game that's like that. So.
Yep, Sea of Thieves is one of those games. Me and my buddy Taggy, when it first came out, I'm talking initial release of treasure maps and skull captains and chickens, pigs, and snakes. That was it. That was it. And your whole mission was either hunt people on the seas that had it or pick up quests and go do it. And in the first 6 months, we were like instantly, we were pirate legends. We were like, dude, let's do it. Let's grind it. I mean, weekends, 18, 20-hour days, just drunk off, just piss drunk. Like the initial Megalodon runs, all of that we did. And it was absolutely incredible. It was something that, to this day, almost 2 years in, Rare has done such an amazing job, like you said, to keep that game pure to its core and allow you to absolutely sandbox whatever you want, but continuously put out content to keep new players engaged or people that maybe are like, oh, I need something different. Here's something different. And I think they have done a fantastic job with that. I 100% agree with you.
Oh yeah, I mean, any development team that every month, even if it's just reskins, I mean, there's a lot of work going into that stuff. As simple as some of the players' base may think it is, it's just incredible how much they put in every month to it. I know it's got its problems like most games, and the funny thing about Sea of Thieves is that the problems the game has, the bugs, all the hot fixes, all these things, when you fix it, it breaks something else, 1 step forward, 10 steps back. It actually makes the game fun. I mean, it's crazy how it makes the game unique. When the Megalodon comes out and then it's like on top of your ship and it shoots you 7,000 miles into the sky. I've stolen Athena's on a rowboat, hit a wave, been shot above the moon, and afraid to let go of the rowboat because I don't want to lose the Athena. Like, it's not going to happen. Like,
Yep.
I'm not letting go of this rowboat no matter what happens. It's just really entertaining. My buddies, I play with guys and ladies from all over the world. Most live in the United States, where I live down in Florida. Most of my buddies live up in the north. I got to play with people out of the UK. And it's just, I've played many online games, but nothing with a community like this one. Like that's so intertwined with social media. I can talk to everybody, every day, and get on and play with anyone, at any time. And it's just a fun game. It just the community for me. Some people say it's toxic. I don't like believing that there are toxic people, but I mean, people are who they are. If
I
if
mean,
they weren't, if toxic people weren't in the game and all these positive people weren't, the game wouldn't be the way it is now anyway.
yeah,
It
but to
is
be
what
fair, it is the Sea of Thieves and not the Sea of
it
Friends.
is. Dude, yeah, it's absolutely Sea of Thieves. I mean, they spelled it out black and white for you when they made the game. Sea of Thieves. It's open world PvP, PvE. Do whatever you want, play your style. So, when I first started playing, guys get up and dunk on you, and you don't even know what you're doing. You get mad. It's like this is what it is, man. You just got to play. The
Yep.
more you play, the better you get.
Yeah, and I was talking about the Megalodon. Were you playing when the initial Meg event came out?
I started playing right like probably 2 weeks after the emissaries released. So right when the emissaries came
Okay.
is when I started.
So with the Megalodon event, right? It was slightly glitched. Where when you were playing the Megalodon song, if you stopped playing it, you couldn't pick it back up.
Mm,
So you would end up with 4 or 5 galleons of people in one server, all trying to do the Meg. And you knew because all 4 galleons would roll up to the same island. And then all 4 of those galleons would go to the next island. And so, like, people were grabbing the speaking trumpet because that's when it first came out. So people were grabbing the speaking trumpet and we were talking to each other and we were saying things, like, hey, we're doing the Meg. Are you guys doing the Meg? Yeah, we're doing the Meg. Okay, let's go together. And then another ship would show up. Are you friendly? We're just doing the Meg. Cool, we're doing the Meg too. It got to the point where you couldn't take multiple ships toward the Meg because it would only spawn for one ship. And then
mm.
it would go back and you'd have to reset the cycle. So we had everyone meet up at Sharkbait Cove on the south side was where Duke was and where he first played the song of the Meg. Well, in order to get it, like 8 or 9 people would be playing their instruments trying to get it to pick up the song. And when one person got it, they would just be like, I've got the song, don't stop playing. And they would swim over to the side of the ship. Someone would jump on a galleon, start playing their instrument to take the song from them. And then like 16 people would hop on one galleon and just sail trying to find Meg with like one dude playing the shark drum. One dude playing a drum and like 16 people all sailing trying to find a Meg for like an hour.
That sounds amazing.
It was madness, but it was one of those things where the bug of the game created this environment for like 2 months where everyone came together and it was such a cool and unique experience.
Oh yeah, that's one thing about the community that I like a lot is that kind of stuff is great. I mean, it's almost hard to explain what it feels like when you play and you run into somebody on a server, you had no idea they were there. It's really fun, man. It's a great game.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Sorry, X, I went left with that. I hear Sea of Thieves and
No, you're good, man. That's the reason why I brought it up.
Me pirates be coming out for the booty.
Bring back the pirate hat.
It's a
Make
serious
this that hashtag.
it's X's Talkcast. Can I?
All in favor of Hobbs putting the hat on, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Oh, my headset cut out. I didn't hear anything. Sorry.
No.
All right, fine. Oh, Near's in chat. All she said was Hobbs. Yes, okay. She said Hobbs. Okay. All right. I'll put it back on. X, continue, please.
Oh man, oh, that's awesome. So, Will, when you're, after you've created, your stuff that you want to put on YouTube, what's the best way that you find to make like your videos and clips? Do you just record your whole content and then just go back and chop it up, or like after you do something that you enjoy, do you just cut that and then just add it to like a montage of different entities that you did?
Kind of. I don't
Oh,
I have like a real base system for the software, so I unfortunately can't do a lot of stuff like that. A lot of recording. So what I'll do is I try to clip like 5 minutes, 10 minutes at a time. Then I'll go in and splice it out if I remember to do it while I'm playing, because I always forget.
Yeah, that's always hard too sometimes, especially when like you're in a moment and then like 20 minutes later you like go back, you're like, oh dude, that was actually really funny. Like let me try and find this piece. So I can understand that. Like
Right.
going through the different entities of it.
Yeah. And that's usually how it happens. Is if I'm playing with my buddies and I do something and it's if I can make them laugh when it happens, or they start laughing like crazy, I'll clip it, and I'll usually pick those things. Or if we have a good fight, I'll clip those things. But a lot of it's if I actually remember to do it, because I definitely from my, oh man, it's too late now, I can't clip it, it's gone. I should probably just be recording all the time, and I just totally forget to do it.
Yeah, it gets hard sometimes. Like I said, or as you were saying too, like getting caught in that moment of just enjoying it and just hearing everyone like laugh and being in that moment. It's hard just to be like, I need to stop this now to record.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So out of all of the clips that you made and everything that you played, what is the most memorable video that you've created, where you've made either your friends laugh the most, or one where you're just like, I did it, this is awesome.
Man, some of those are probably, I started playing the game and I played just a lot of the PvE and the content, doing the skelly ships and the events and the megalodon, and just running around digging up stuff, just trying to learn the map and learn the game. And I did all that. And then, I had a moment, I used to watch a lot of YouTube and other streamers on Twitch and stuff, trying to get a feel for the game and the culture of the game, if you want to call it that. And I was like, man, I got to try stealing something from somebody. I've never done it before. I'll try it out, and then I ended up being successful one time, and it like changed the entire. It like essentially gave me the game, and they gave me another version of it that I never saw initially because I hadn't done it yet. And when I did that and was successful, man, it was like starting a whole new career up right after that.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's actually really cool. And to be able to go and experience that, you're just like, yes, this is yes.
Oh
So
yeah, it made it getting treasure the way the game is designed initially by doing the events and doing that. But when you take it from somebody and you just get away with it, that is just it's like a really nice adrenaline rush in the game. And then you can try again, and you can try more hard, and then you get up on the bigger boats and the galleons, you're trying to steal in 4 against 1 and try to get away with it, and trying to outsmart other players and be more devious than trying to figure out how you can do it. I mean, I steal most of my stuff with a rowboat. I don't even use my boat.
It'd be one of the favorite pastimes of the seasoned pirate. We sneak in on the rowboat, we grab your booty and make off for the tavern full of rum and winches. Ha 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 ha.
That's absolutely correct.
Hobbs also likes to throw fireballs at people.
Aye,
Yes.
Their ship.
aye. We may
Yes.
have burnt down a galleon or two with the fireball. I can neither confirm nor deny these accusations, and you'll never prove it. I may be the worst pirate you've ever heard of, but you have heard of me.
Living.
The Hobbs is very right in that.
There's it. There's a fireball. He's doing it.
Yep, and there's Hobbs' thing. I think
Yeah.
I think it's getting posted in chat. What I'm hearing from sources that his fireball is being posted in chat.
No, it's not. No, the fireball is not being posted in chat. We will never put that up there. No, will it ever be told again. The fireball
Yeah,
did
'cause
not
it
happen,
wasn't-
and you can't prove things.
Yep.
This
facts.
chat's being recorded.
No, it's not.
So
No,
Edit
no,
that bit out,
Nira, oi, put it down.
Cut the feed.
No, dig. No,
Sarah, do it.
no. Put it away. Right. Go away. Wilhelm, tell us more things about you. Take
Yes.
take it off of me, Wilhelm. You things. Oi.
So how do you stay engaged with different communities? I know that you said that you're really active on Twitter. And what ways do you support some of those communities that you're a part of?
Well, like I said earlier, I work like 70 plus hours a week, so I have a busy schedule. So when I get my free time on breaks or I'll watch Twitch streams when I'm driving to work. I'll have them hooked up in the car on the panel so I can listen to them when I'm done. Stuff like that. The Twitter. I always check the Twitter when I can, just because that's where I am active the most right now, because it's easy for me to be active on Twitter. Just I'll go in, I'll save a bunch of screenshots. I'm sending when people back, and then it's like a reminder almost. Look at my phone. Oh, Twitter, get in there. Then people will post their stuff, and I'll get in there and respond as much as I can to whoever I can that follows me, and I follow back. People don't follow, stuff like that. I just try to be extra active. I try to think about it a lot, and what those people are doing. Sorry, my phone's going crazy. I might have to jump. I got work calling me like crazy right now.
Oh, it's okay, man. Do we need to let you go so you could answer that?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got to handle work real quick, but I do appreciate y'all, and I appreciate the invite. I will be if you ever want to have me in again, just let me know, and I'll be in.
Oh yeah, no, man, we appreciate it. Good luck with all the work stuff. And
And we be appreciating you too, and we'll see you on the seas.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah,
I miss you, Will.
Thank you.
all right, Hobbs. Now you just gotta fix the screen one more time.
Super.
Please make me grow 3 feet again.
Oi. Oi.
I have
Oi.
faith in you.
Someone sing us a song while we fix things.
So I have a question for our two guests. So I wasn't here for some of the questions that Hobbs asked. So what is your biggest motivator when when you go into someone else's chat? How do you if you notice they're not talking or engaged, how do you bring out their personality? What's the best way that you feel will bring the real them out?
I go straight in with something funny, or I'll just go straight in with a joke and make them laugh if nobody's chatting, because that gets the streamer laughing, and that gets a few other people popping up, and then that just gets conversations going. So, if I've heard a line they've said and it's just a very much a that's what she said kind of thing, I will make that abundantly clear, and then 2 seconds later I'll be like, oh, also hi, and then that's it. That's chat's going again.
No, yeah, I think that's awesome, because it gets them engaged, and then they're able to be like, oh, you know what, you're right. I'm not talking. Okay, let me just work on this.
I've been told I like to make an entrance, so I don't just come in and say hi anymore.
Yeah, you don't knock on the door. You just kick it in 3 feet. Got it. Good to know.
100%.
100%.
Oh, so for me, what I do is that when I see people on my Twitch, doesn't matter if they're not talking or they're trying to talk to me on Twitch, I just gonna say hi. That's it. Hi, and I'll try to make sure that I'll try my best to talk to them, whoever that will be, because I don't know who is gonna join, right? So yeah.
Yeah, this is very true. And it looks like Hobbs fixed our screen, so nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Dean, you're learning all this on the fly. Dude, I'm so proud of you.
Plunder and booty not be the only thing Jack be good at.
I like it.
The pirate voice is my favorite.
Thank you. Boy. I demand a
Hobbs,
realm as payment.
This question's
Can
for
be
you, good
arranged.
sir.
Oh, no. I do not agree to stand trial, good sir. No.
All in agreement that Hobbs should answer a question. Say aye.
Lies and slander.
Aye. No.
All
Ayes
right.
have it, good sir.
Very well. Ask your question then. Go ahead. Did you just call me a hoe?
I had typed it sent before I typed it.
To the gallows with her. She's called me a hoe.
Oh god. So
Rough.
Moose has a question, and this is for everyone. Favorite quick bite pre-stream meal to eat?
Quick bite. Sea turtles, mate.
Sea turtles bite back.
Maybe not
Also
a C
too
total.
cute.
Ooh. Uh, favorite thing to eat or favorite food?
It just says favorite quick bite to eat
All right.
pre-stream.
Quick
This
bite.
is for
So
everyone.
quick bite to eat. XDelicious. Favorite food? It depends on my day. Normally pizza. Pizza's my number one go-to. So normally pizza.
Okay, fair. Ree, what's yours?
Oh, anything with sugar in. So chances are it's going to be chocolate either way.
Oh, okay. Zara, what's yours?
Mm, Fast food?
Anything that you like.
Exactly. See, Czar's like me.
Always-
He's like, look, man, fast food in general, whatever I feel
Yeah.
like, that's what's happening.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh,
Is there like
you
a
know,
favorite fast food?
McDonald's?
Oh, okay.
Well,
X, what's your favourite food?
Oh,
Beyond.
Oh, shameless plug. Shameless plug.
No, I don't know, man. It depends. So I mean, Hobbs, you know, I usually get really socially anxious right before each stream, so
Mhm.
I try and do my best not to eat because either usually I'll get sick or it'll turn my stomach. But if I do, I don't know, maybe like a sandwich or something usually light,
Yeah.
just to kind of help settle the nerves a little bit.
I'm kind of the same way. Like, even if I do eat, it may be like one slice of pizza or like one little pack of ramen. I use those I don't know if you guys have them over in the UK, but they're P3 like protein snack things. And I love the shit out of them because they come with like little ham or turkey and then like some kind of cheese where it's like cheddar or pepper jack. And there'll be like some kind of nut like almond or like dark chocolate nut clusters, something like that. And they're like these little protein snacks. They come in like a little actually no, I threw it away.
I don't think
Sorry.
I've ever heard of those.
I had one earlier, but yeah, so they're called P3 because it comes in like these little 3 compartments, and it's basically just like a little plastic container. It's got some sort of protein like meat, some kind of cheese, and then some kind of like nut or sweet like drizzled nut like almond or something like that. And I keep them in the fridge at all times stocked up because I can just rip it open, eat it in like 3-4 minutes, have a little something on my stomach to keep my energy up, and then I'll go because even like X said, like I generally don't eat a ton before stream, especially on the weekends. Like normally if I do stream on a weeknight, I'll have something a little bit heavier. Because I've normally been at work all day. On the weekends, I try not to eat too much because odds are within an hour of being live, they're gonna make me try to start drinking. It's gonna happen.
Hobbs, we would
Yes.
never. We would never.
Oh,
And by
yeah.
they make me start drinking, they say hydrate, and then I just go grab something alcoholic.
Yep, there it is.
That's about right.
Cynical says Lunchables.
Oh, lunch. Okay, I'm with you.
They're
Thanks,
basically
Cynical.
they're basically like Lunchables. Yeah, I call them adult Lunchables. That's basically what they are.
Lunchables are for adults, so they have to be
Because we eat them.
otherwise that's embarrassing. Yeah, totally.
Let's
Ooh,
see. Moose has another question.
he
He said,
does.
if you can go back in time and warn yourself about one thing to do with streaming, bad, not good, what would you tell yourself? And Rhea, I'll let you start.
Let me mute.
Probably not to get into a fight with the streamer.
Yeah,
Be my best
yeah,
bet.
that would probably be a good one. Zara, what about you?
anything. What's suitable for me, like spaghetti, lasagna, you know?
No, not food. What would you tell yourself beforehand? So if you could go back in time before you started streaming, what would be one thing that you would warn yourself about so that you would have liked to know before you started streaming?
Oh, okay. So what I think in the past, like it's just like a risk. I was thinking like this is kind of risky. Is it is this community gonna happen in the future? Will there be a community in the future, or let's say, is there something significant that can impact towards me on the internet. So that was my past self at the time. But it's just that we overcome the situation by doing the experiment by having the stream since a year ago until now. So which is a good thing.
Oh, that's awesome advice. What about you, Hobbs? What advice would you give yourself?
Mm-mm.
Can't
Nope.
shake your head in
Mm-mm.
cuteness and expect us.
Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. I am not. Hold on, because one thing instantly popped into my head, and I'm trying to think of the best way to say it without.
Without saying it.
Yeah. Because you're right where I am, and
I already know. I already know where you're thinking.
Yeah.
So we'll.
So for me, it would be I kind of have it's kind of twofold, honestly. So part one would be don't give too much of yourself to people immediately. Learn people's true intentions. And that goes from being a viewer to being a streamer to people in your community. Just because someone says, "Hey man, you're the shit, you're the best, you're the greatest," they can have ulterior motives, because at the end of the day, we work on the internet. We never know what people's true intentions are at the very beginning of a relationship. Someone can come in and gas you up all day long, and then a week into it, they're like, "Hey man, since I gassed you up, you need to raid me, or you need to give me subs or bits, or you need to support my channel," or anything, And you see it in so many different communities. So trusting people is inherently important, because we have to have trust. Because when a new person comes into chat that you don't know, if you don't welcome them in the same way that you welcome in your VIPs, then you're probably doing something wrong, because you never know who they are. You don't know anything about them. So trust is inherently important. However, don't be overly trusting. That's number one. Number two, I would have told myself to not take this thing so damn seriously, because my first probably 2 months on cam, I was overly concerned with my outward appearance to things. I wanted to be very professional on stream. I wanted to be very, as I'm wearing a pirate hat. I know, Ree. Thanks. I saw the face. But I wanted to be very professional. It's the same way that I've always approached it. I've always approached it like a business. But we're in the business of selling ourselves and who we truly are. And if you take yourself too seriously, then your true personality doesn't get to shine, and you never know what's going to come from that. So I would have told myself, just be Hobbs. Have some fucking fun. Don't worry about it, because if someone doesn't like who I am, there's 5 other people that will. And that's at the end of the day. So 100%, those are my 2 things. Trust everyone, but don't overly trust, and don't take yourself too seriously.
I like it, Hobbs. Yeah, it's true, because being true to yourself too. Again, that's what brings in people that are going to be true to you, right? Again, that's the whole concept of building that community. And
Now,
if you're good,
we have a follow-up question. I just saw this. We have a follow-up question to Ree.
What?
You almost got in a fight with a streamer?
I would like to point out I do know him in real life as well. Ish. Through friends. This was a while back actually. He got a little too mouthy with some of the girls in chat, and I wasn't having any of it. And a lot of them were, I'm not being like mean or anything, but a lot of them were pushovers, and let some of them talk to the way they do, and got a little bit inappropriate. So I just messaged them going, "Hey, you need to stop this. You're making XX and X feel uncomfortable." And they basically told me to mind my own business, and well, Bitch Queen came out.
Get him. Get
So I don't stand for anybody feeling uncomfortable bullied in chat, whether I'm a mod or not, but I won't put it in chat. I will
Yeah.
always do it outside.
for sure.
Well, that's the thing too, is even as like whether you're a streamer or a viewer, having respect for people, whether it's the streamer or the chat, that's just being respectful. So no one should be degraded or pushed around in a sense. So
Exactly. It happened to
uh,
me too much for me to let it happen to anyone else now. So
yep, no, totally understandable too.
Yeah.
So Rockstate has another question. Do any of you stream more than one game? And if so, was it harder to build a following by doing different things?
Who wants to take that one first? Because I've got something on that
Zara, I'll
too.
let you go first.
All right. So, good question again. Well, if we're talking about, let's say, Counter Strike, there are many people are playing Counter Strike, right? So I understand that there's this situation that you felt this the number of views that can impact to your community. But the thing is, the fact is, like, most people would just gonna see from the highest point of viewers to the low. That's switch. And to be honest with you, they had to fix that because this was a problem for a very long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why we had Mixer before. And but the thing is, Mixer already shut down as well. So that didn't happen. And we have Safest Gaming, but I don't know what happened to Facebook Gaming, and I'm not affiliated with them or anything. So yeah, my advice for you is that you have to try to find the fewest viewers in the game. I know it's kind of funny, it's kind of like what, but you have to know that there might be a chance at least one person will just see your stream from that point of from the point of view, because like when they as soon as they visit that game and when they see the selection of that game, I mean, they will see your stream immediately. Like it doesn't matter if it's one viewer, 0 viewers, or 10 viewers. It's automatic for one page. So yeah, that's my advice.
I think that's great advice.
Mm-hmm.
So Ree, what would you say?
I don't stream
I mean,
games.
for
So.
for Ree, I think it's
Okay,
going to
well,
be an outside
so
perspective.
so as a viewer, right? So if you have a select group of streamers that you watch, do you prefer to watch them, only play one game, or do you like it when they come around to play a variety of games?
I like seeing them play like one game for a while at a time, just so you get used to community in that sense and the way they're talking during that game. But once it's been played for like a few weeks on end, you do kind of just start turning away a bit. So I like it to be mixed up, but not like every single stream is a different game. Because you get attached to that streamer playing that one game, and next thing you know, it's switched up, and you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, that calls me out. Because I do play a different game almost daily. I don't really set a gaming schedule because it's what we as the community kind of feel like playing that day. You know, some days I'll go live and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna play this tonight, and I'm just not feeling it, and I can kind of tell chat's not feeling it. I'm like, "You guys, what do you want to do?" And we'll switch it up live on the spot. But I, I do feel like it's very situational. If you are a one game kind of person and your one game is Call of Duty, Apex, Dead by Daylight, or Grand Theft Auto, and you don't have 50 to 100 viewers, you're probably not going to get seen by very many people. It's just the way it is. But when I play things like Knockout City or Sea of Thieves or Power Washing Simulator, which was phenomenally satisfying, with 5 to 10 viewers, you could be in the top 3 rows. So you get that new player base, and then you're able to get, new viewers into your channel and then introduce them to other games as well that they may not have known that they would like. And, I see what Cynical said, and yeah, I agree. It's completely dependent on the personality style. Because I have watched people do this and just play a game just like this for hours.
Well, I mean, your face is handsome, Hobbs, so obviously people are gonna come see it.
That doesn't count.
No, that counts.
It doesn't count.
Uh,
That doesn't count.
To be,
But yeah,
to be fair,
I
you're the
100% agree.
to be fair, you're the one that got me liking Sea of Thieves. I'd never even really heard of it much until I started watching your streams, and now I enjoy playing it.
See, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, but
so
to
I
be fair,
think
that's not the face. That's the hat and the voice. It was not the face that did it.
No, I'm pretty sure that was the
combination of all
drunken
three.
sea shanties that you were singing over and over again. Really
That's a big
elegantly,
part.
by the
We're
way.
not talking about that.
Agree to disagree, Hobbs.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I definitely agree. Like, having someone play a game all the way through. I've watched Hobbs play multiple games all the way through, and then he's like, "Okay, time to switch it up," and then he switches it up to another game, and just like the power washing thing, I'm like, "This is an awesome game." Mira and I have never heard of it. I haven't seen anything on it. So it's kind of cool sometimes to be able to give that different variety. But then also at the same time, like what Ree was saying too, of you know, some people only come just to watch certain games.
Yeah.
And then if you're not playing it, then other people, they'll go watch other people. So, it's kind of a counterweight system, right?
and that
If
is that is 100% true because I do have specific viewers that I see in chat when I'm playing certain games. 100%. But I knew that going into building my community as well. I knew that I was not going to keep every single one of my followers for every single stream because there are games that they love watching me play. There are games that they're on, and that's fine. I wanted to build a variety community, and I wanted to build a community of people who are one of the biggest things that I can ever give advice. Build your community based off of you and your community, not a game. Because like look what Zardium did. Zardium built a fantastic community around a specific game. But they knew him and they knew the community that he had built. So when that game stopped having dev support, he was able to maintain his community and start playing other games because of the community he had built and the people that knew him, not because of the game. So if I can ever give anyone a piece of advice as a variety streamer or a single game streamer, build your community around your community and you, not the game.
100% agree.
I agree.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, too, if you're always playing, what chat wants, in a sense, you might get burnt out on the game because there might be a game that you really don't want to play. The chat wants to see you play. It's like, okay, cool, but at the same time, if you're not having fun, chat's gonna feel it as
Yep.
well. So again, it's that counter balance too. So finding that balance of, okay, well, chat wants to play this game. I found another game that's the exact same style, something that I was really looking forward to. Let's do both. And then, you can kind of and play the game that you want to play and enjoy it. And then at the same time, okay, chat, here, this is what you guys asked for. So, here's a day of me playing the game you guys voted for. So,
Yeah, and I think
Streamer has to be happy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that is a direct involvement or direct correlation with chat happiness. Yeah, I predominantly used to play Valhalla. That was what I started as. When Valhalla came out, that is what I played. And I'm probably at some point gonna have to download it and play the whole damn thing again because I stopped playing it like halfway through. And Nira is gonna murder me at some point if I don't play it. Okay. I stopped playing halfway through because the PC came. I had other stuff happen in my life. It was on my Xbox and I never downloaded it on the PC. I get it. All right, Jesse number 2, stop it.
Jesse number 2.
Fucking Jesse Jr. over here. God, I feel like I'm being judged so bad. Yeah, Nira and Ree are going to make me re-download this at this point. Yes, Nira got big set. I actually met Nira playing Valhalla on Xbox, monitoring chat from my phone with no face cam. That is how I met Nira. And she was just so into what we did. So we actually started a thing called a town meeting. And if people called town meetings, every major outcome of the game, every major decision point was a town meeting. Everyone in chat got to vote, and whatever won is what we did, whether I liked it or not. That's how I ended up with a unicorn boat that farted rainbows.
Oh, it was glorious.
I
I got that boat.
I was head to toe in fire, demon, like $30 armor set. Big ass unicorn boat of awesomeness. That is that.
It was
and
the
I
best
way it's gotta be.
content I think I had ever seen, and I've watched Twitch for a long time, and that and just the involvement and the pure joy that everyone got from that moment just it sent it to the top.
because
Like, it
the
was
money
so
wasn't an
great.
object for me. It was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna spend $20 right now on this set, but everyone here is laughing their ass off. I'm down. Let's do it. And it became this entity that just grew. It was insanity. And that it has become that ever since. Like Knockout City. I have no idea what outfit to buy, guys. There's 3 of these. I don't know what to go with. And chat will instantly just, you're getting that one. Yeah, but I don't really like that one. No, but you're buying that one. All right, fine. And I buy it because it is what it is. And that's something that I've always built the community around, is the community comes first. And consequences be damned. And sometimes it bites me in the ass, but God bless them. I hate them,
The
but I
pink
love 'em.
rainbow boat is the best.
Oh yeah, it was pristine.
Yeah, that might be a thing. That might be a thing. But guys, we are coming to the end of this talkcast. Does anyone else in chat have any other questions for anybody on the talkcast? While we're waiting to see if anybody else does have any questions, I do want to give a special shout out to Wilhelm. I'm super glad that he was able to get his mic ready and working. I know he had to run early, but definitely a shout out for Wilhelm. Ooh, Nira has a question for Ree. So while she's getting that typed in there, Ree, Zar, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. It was really fantastic to meet you guys. Really cool to see. Damn it, Nira. It was really awesome to meet and see people from completely different styles of communities. Ree not being a streamer, but working on the back end, kind of like how Nira does, and seeing your perspective on a lot of things. And then Zar, kind of hearing your story of building a community in a game outside of streaming completely, and then bringing that into a streaming platform, and how you transitioned from a single game into multiple games, and maintaining that community involvement was really, really awesome to learn about. So I definitely appreciate that. Ree, you need to check your DMs. That's nearest question is, why haven't you checked your DMs?
I've been on here.
Yeah. And Zar also, we would like you to stick around just for a few minutes after we wrap up here. Just hang out in the waiting room here to chat with X for a couple minutes about an idea that he's got. Rockstate does have a question though. When it comes to sub games, how often is often enough, and what type of return do you see after doing them? Now, I would like a little clarification on that. Do you mean like when you open the game up to playing with subs only? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, community games. Okay. So that's the question. So really, I guess that would fall on me and Zar here. So Zar, do you do any kind of follower games or community games?
On the stream or outside the stream? Because I usually do it on Discord.
Yeah, either way, like how do you involve your community in playing games with you?
Let's say if we're talking about on stream, yes. I sometimes ask my friends to play with me. Let's say Fall Guys. We have like sometimes 3 people or 4 people in the squad. We just hang out and play on Twitch. That's it. Easy as it is.
Yeah.
They're gonna play whatever they want. It's just part of life that doesn't matter if it's on stream or inside the stream or not. Just play. Just have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And outside the stream, I already mentioned before, we had many events already in our community. I don't need to list a lot of already, but it's really heavy to speak about that. But what I can tell is that it's really fun. is enjoyable, especially when you're having the community that is already backing up with you most of the time. So I suggest if you want to make your community, make sure to invest with the people that you trust, or whoever they trust to you, or whoever that is. But try to maintain the friendship between them and strike a conversation or whatever. But just do it, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And myself, um, I run games where we will do primarily my VIPs. Um, are close friends of mine that I've known before I started streaming. They're generally who I will play games with on nights where I'm just trying to vibe out and just kind of play some games with my buddies. But there's a lot of nights, normally on the weekends, where I'll open it up to community games. Um, we'll do custom. We've done custom Rocket Leagues where we have 4v4 Rocket League. We've had 3v3s and 4v4s of Knockout City. I also do marbles on stream, things like that.
Ah, yes, Marble Stream.
Yeah, marbles on stream is a great way to involve your community.
Yes.
Stream Racer as well. There's phenomenal ways to involve your communities. As far as like a return on that, um, it's just I don't necessarily look at it as a return on investment kind of thing. I look at it as, do people show up for follower games or community games? Absolutely. I find that I do have more people coming into chat wanting to play on community nights, of course, because people do want to come and be part of the community and play games with us. And especially, no, not, I say return on investment. So just to clarify, when I say return on investment, I look at that as time. My time invested and their time returned to me. That's what I say on return on investment, because I invest my time, and people, the number one commodity that anyone has in life is time. And if they're taking time out of their lives and out of their day to come spend in chat, um, that's what I consider is the return on investment with that. So as far as strengthening community, yeah, I mean, I believe it truly does, because it takes it from a viewer watching a set group of people play a game to a viewer who can now interact in game with other members of the community. And people that have been playing games together, I have watched them start growing with other members of my community and start playing games with each other in the Discord. Just like Czar said, he said 24 hours a day, sometimes there'll be people in the Discord playing games with each other, hanging out in voice chat. I've got a guy that loves coming and playing Rocket League with us. He is now linked up with some of my other Rocket League buddies that are also running Minecraft, and I'll find him in the Minecraft server with them all the time. If he's not feeling like playing Rocket League, he'll be playing Minecraft with other members of the community. And that all started from them coming in playing community games. So, absolutely. I think it kind of breaks down that barrier of viewer, streamer, gamer to community member involved with other community members. So, absolutely. I do think it has a big outcome on that. And yeah, Nira brought that up as well. Stream Raiders. Stream Raiders is a fantastic tool to keep your community involved when you're playing. It runs 30-minute battles in the background. People can place units every 5 minutes, and it's a great way for community growth, people finding your channel, as well as people in chat. It gives them a goal to work toward together, and it's completely free for them to do. People go in, they place units on the battlefield, they throw them in together. We have like drum beats and everything when we go into the battles, and people see who's doing what and how many assists and kills, and it builds that community camaraderie with everyone. So absolutely, I think that opening it up to playing with people absolutely makes a difference for sure. And from the viewer standpoint, how do you feel about it?
Like exactly like you just said, like for me, I've branched out through so many people playing different games with them just because of, like you said, with Rocket League. Same with like me playing Warzone. I'm now playing games like the only thing I can think of is at the moment is Cold War or Apex with some of the people that I met through there, and it just really does strengthen that, because that's how I got onto Post Office Squad as well. I got somebody through one community, I met somebody through there, and that branched out, and now I've branched out into other different Discord servers and everything. And it really does make a difference,
Yeah.
especially when everybody's linking back through the different communities as well. You're like, I know you.
Yep.
So
And it's crazy to see how these communities all intertwine and work together. So what I got out of that is Ree wants to come and sail the seas with me and Taggy, but
I'm down for that.
down. But yeah, great question, Rock. Like really, truly great question. That's an incredible question. But yeah, so if there's no other questions though, X, I'll kick it over to you, buddy. For closing remarks. Ree, Zar, thank you so much for all of your answers, all of your interaction today. I truly, truly appreciate you guys being here. X, it's all you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks guys, and thank you guys to our guests, everyone in chat, and to Hobbs for holding it down today, dude. You made a Papa proud. Papa's very proud.
I just push buttons.
No, you did good, man. I'm very glad to see your growth in terms of, you know, where you were first starting off to now you're hot fixing stuff as you go, dude. It's hats off to you, man.
Had a good teacher.
Hats on.
Hats
I
on.
know,
Oi,
yeah, hats on.
Mr. Gibbs. You may throw my hat.
Yes, I've waited for this moment. But no, again, thank you everyone in chat today for you guys' questions. You guys brought some good questions, and made some of us definitely have to dig deep for answers. I know I felt trying to choose, what food I wanted to eat was probably the most difficult moment of my day.
Yeah,
So
that was the hardest question of the day. It was like,
Right?
what food do I go to? I was like, I don't know. I
when
don't
you
know.
start thinking, you're like, I don't eat. Oh my god, I need to start eating.
Right?
Yeah. So, but yeah,
The
so
foods.
no, yeah, from everyone here at Talkcast, thank you guys to our guests for coming on. You guys rocked it today. Hobbs, thank you very much for hosting and being amazing as always.
Thanks for
Chat,
having me.
thank you for just being you. And
Thank you
I
for
hope
having us.
yeah, no. Anytime you guys wanna come on, the whole reason for Talkcast is to give you guys that platform. So anytime you guys wanna come on and just talk, something that you're working on, you got something on your mind, reach out to Nira. She'll get you guys in. We'll get you added. So again, I want to thank you guys, and Hobbs, I think it's time, good sir.
Alrighty.
Send us
Thank you
out.
guys so much. And we will honestly, please, actually, Nira, can we get one more shout out for everybody that was involved in Talkcast today? That'd be fantastic. Guys, if you are not following all of them on their socials, Twitters, Twitch, YouTube, OnlyFans, whatever they have, whatever Nira throws in chat, please go follow them on all of their socials. Only Pirates. Follow all of them, guys. They're phenomenal content creators and supporters of streams all around. Just absolute incredible guests today. So thank you guys all so incredibly much. Follow Talkcast on Twitter as well for all of our upcoming updates. That being said, stay healthy. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll catch you next time.